Shitty pressure in 2x KO will get you hit just as much as bad defense would. Properly structured pressure will make your opponent block and lets you use your team's offense. When finally taking your turn with a block string and making your opponent block, you want to apply as much pressure as possible for as long as your team allows you to. Every second you can extend your turn and hit your opponent is 1 second more where you can't get hit yourself. A good pressure in 2x KO involves calling your assist to cover any gap where your opponent could fight back. Now you manage to set up your offense and you can go for whatever your team likes to do. Right here I am setting up my sandwich pressure with my assist so I can start my mix-up and make blocking a living nightmare for my opponent. A basic pressure structure in 2x KO looks something like this. Step 1, a block string, which forces Braum to block. Step 2, my assist, stops Braum from interrupting my offense. And then step 3, final mix-up. Now that my offense is set up, I can do whatever I want to and try to get a hit. While my team is all about going in and applying pressure, this concept works for everyone. Making your opponent block into calling your assist is the basic setup for any team's offense. Again, taking my turn, calling assist, going for mix. Now you got your hit and dealt some damage, but your pressure shouldn't end here. Whenever your opponent recovers from the sick combo you just flexed on him with, it's still your turn, so you can keep hitting and go again. You just gotta know when to put the fries in the bag and stop. When your assist is on a cooldown, it can be risky to go for another hit, so you should consider giving up your turn or resetting to neutral. The only thing stopping you from a guaranteed offense after a knockdown are your opponent's get-up options, which can be punished as well. Another big reason this pressure structure works so well is that defensive mechanics like parry or push block get weaker. Push block, for example, only pushes one champion away, so here my assist will still hit and I get to keep attacking. Just make sure you tag and hit as soon as possible. Here I waited too long and used my slower medium attack instead of my fast light attack. So I get interrupted and my pressure turns into a disaster. Doing this correctly will reward you with a 2-for-1 special because you get to hit both of your opponent's champions. Now that we have established what basic pressure looks like and you know how to make your opponent block, you can start experimenting with different strategies. Not every champion has great mix-ups, so you need to rely on different tools to open your opponent up. You can, for example, bait your opponent into pressing a button by leaving an intentional gap when attacking. Now, if I can make him whiff his button, I get to punish him for trying to take his turn. In theory, there's counterplay to any offense, but if you can make your opponent respect your basic and safe pressure, then you can think about committing to some risks and go for some devious bullshit. In fighting games, counterplay is often theoretical. While the most dangerous moves usually offer direct counterplay, actually reacting properly in a real match is something completely different. The longer and more dangerous you can structure your pressure, the bigger your opponent's mental load gets. So he will have a much harder time reacting to and punishing whatever freaky shenanigans you came up with. By now you should have understood what your turn means, and soon you'll put some esport ready pressure on the clown you will be facing in your next match. That being said, have fun and auf Wiedersehen.